Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Fanny Farah. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today is on a Saturday and I am headed to a parents meeting at my son's school. I really don't feel like going to this meeting, to be honest, but who puts a parents meeting on a Saturday at 2 p.m. in Mombasa when the sun is hot? But I chose to be a parent, so I have no other choice. I have to go to this meeting. So let's go to the meeting. I have like 5 minutes to go. So let me walk quickly. But I've already carried my snacks and water. Sometimes I really think these meetings are a waste of time, to be honest. Let's see what they have to say. But nimejihami. Kiboesha mimi nitakuwa naendelea kukula tu polepole. Jambo, naitwa Feni, mzazi wa S PPU2. 4 hours later. Actually, the meeting was too long, but it was not completely useless. I was just being a hater. Oh my God. Let me go and pick S. I left her. Vile anafanana hata mahali namuona. Amechafuka kweli kweli. But that means he had a great time. Anyway, I'm bloated. I don't do well in congested settings. Actually, I'm so bloated. I can't sit somewhere in a room full of people for several hours. I look even pregnant right now. Anyway, let me get home and then I'll brief you on what the meeting was about. I'm back home. The meeting was an interactive session, I must admit. It was not a complete waste of time, even though it took 4 hours. Like, I have never been in a meeting this long. Like 4 hours. When a meeting is this long, you should provide tea or coffee, something like that, because 4 hours just discussing and discussing and discussing things. I guess that's why they put it in the afternoon. They were like, wazazi wakule makwao washibe, then they come for this meeting so that we can discuss serious issues. So yeah, it was not all rubbish. It was like valid points that they were putting out, and it was interactive. And this is the first meeting that I've been to, like a school meeting, that was really, really interactive. Like they were listening to our concerns, they were just listening to everything that we had to say, and they were giving us feedback there and then. So that was quite nice. I must admit that this school is quite nice. Even though I had my doubts about it, because it's a religious school, it's a Catholic school, and you know how Catholic schools are. I was in a Catholic school, so I can tell you, like, the rules that are normally within the Catholic schools are like some absurd rules. Like so many, like even the parents, some of the parents were like raising concerns about some of the rules, and I was like, you parents, you don't know. If you want your children to be like free and stuff, just take them to other schools, because Catholic schools are like that. Like any rules zao tu kwa tu sijuaje. Like things like hairstyles and everything. I'm like, hata mshukuru tu watoto wenyu wanasonga, because kuna shule zenye wananyoa kila mtu, you know, things like that. Like Catholic schools are very strict on rules, so I don't think they're going to bend any rules for some of the parents. So it's for them to accept the rules and move on, or just maybe take their children to other schools. Mnakumbuka hata mimi ile shule nyingine Esa alitoka, nilikuwa na mnyoa style, siku hizi huko kipara. I got used to it, and I understand, because I know that's how Catholic schools operate. So I'm like, fine, he'll just grow and he'll decide what to do with his own hair huko mbele mbele. I can't just, you know, you get it, eh? Another thing that they were discussing was, of course, apart from, of course, the rules, the discipline, and everything, like telling us how to, it was more of a coaching session of how to deal with issues during these present times. You know, we are living in weird moments, like with technology and everything. So they were just advising us on how to handle some of the issues as parents, how to even help the teachers when they raise issues, and tusikua wale wazazi wa kukinga kifua all the time, you know, such things. Like when you're told like your child has, like they've noticed something, you should take that as a concern. See that you ufikirie like they are haters and stuff. Like for, as a parent, you should evaluate what you're being told and investigate and come up with your own findings, you know, things like those. And then another thing we were told about, like half term is coming up this week, and then there'll be a trip, and you're supposed to pay, I think, like 500 shillings. Guys, you know me, I have been complaining about these trips for the longest, but 500 shillings is like telling me to give them like 5 shillings. I will pay on Monday. Schools in Nairobi, the way they used to extort me, like of course they still do, they extort parents. Like for trips, it's normally like 2k. The minimum amount you'll pay in a school trip in Nairobi is like 2,000 shillings. So for me now to be paying for trips like 500 shillings, 500 ni nini? I was happy about that. I will gladly pay that 500 shillings. Hasta sikia uchungu. That was another thing. Since it's a Catholic school, they go for mass on Fridays. So apparently we are supposed to give them offering. Mimi sikuwa najua, aki sijaipatia sadaka hata siku moja. Okay, I knew of the mass, but in my mind I didn't think that tunafaa kuwapatia sadaka. I don't know what I was thinking. So from now on I'll be giving him sadaka on Fridays wakienda mass. What else? There were so many points because the meeting was like 4 hours. Aki mpaka sikia nimeumwa na kichwa. I think after this I'm just going to shower. Yani niende tu nimwoge maji moto. I know it's hot, but nijichome tu na maji moto because I am tired. Kichwa kinaniuma, nimebloat. Yani hata sijielewi. I can't. Yani mimi those settings ya kukaa watu wengi kwa room muda mrefu siezani yaki. Anyway, what else? There were so many points, but I think I've summarized like what the meeting was all about. You can get like some points, some 2 to 3 points of what we discussed. It was not all useless. I was being a hater. It was not all useless. It was at least informative, and we got to have an open discussion about some of the things and how we'll move forward from that. We got to give them some of our suggestions, and there was one point that we stayed for long, like we couldn't agree. But at the end of the day, the administration will just do what they can do. You know, administration will always be administration, and every school has their rules. So we have to respect that. So that's the summary of my day. If you haven't had a child, just know hizi parent meetings inakuja, because I'm sure there'll be another one. But this one won't be a parent meeting. It will be an academic meeting, like for you to go and see the teacher, like the ones that have been filming before, like your academic progress, uende ukaambiwe mtoto wako ameendelea vipi and stuff hizo. That one is also coming up, I think, after half term, so that's okay. And then other than that, the other issues were just normal. Every parent was just saying what they thought about many other things, and hivyo too. And if you had like a concern, it's a nice school, like they have that open channel, like open communication. Even though this meeting, we were ambushed with this meeting. I was told about this meeting on Monday. What if I had planned to travel? Unajua, like they should communicate things mapema kabisa, si ati Monday unaambia mzazi meeting ni Saturday. I found it odd, because in the previous school, when they open school hivi, there will be that letter hiyo ya mapema. Isha communicate all dates, like this is the opening day, this is the closing day, this is the half term, this is the parents meeting day. So during opening day, I knew all the dates, so I will just put them in my calendar. But for this school, during opening day, I wasn't given any newsletter, so I got to know about this meeting on Monday. But thank God I was available. So I think on that part, hapo kidogo, they should improve on that. Other than that, I think it's a nice school overall, and so far so good. I thank God for the teachers, because so far my son hasn't complained about any teacher, and that was my biggest worry, because nowadays huwezi jua na hizi mashule, huwezi jua kabisa. Kwanza mwalimu akishachukia mtoto wako, mtoto ataizi soma na amani. So overall it's a nice school, so I thank God for that. Anyway, right now I just want to shower maji moto kabisa, yani inichome kabisa, and then I cook ugali and eggs. There's mboga and sukuma wiki, and then after that we call it a day and start afresh tomorrow. So let me just end this video here. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment and share. Let me know your thoughts about the video. Goodbye.